let's connect this to here. I feel like that's pretty good. Have I forgotten any pipes anywhere? That's all fine. So we need to pipe in this area down here now. Get this all prepped and ready. Do we have some zoning issues? Look at this fucking house. What the fuck? It's a tiny house. I'm not angry at that. Went to Lady Game Kindergarten on Lady Game Drive. Well, there you go. It's lovely. About 30 yards away from a major interstate. You can see it from my front window. Every summer when the beaches open up, there's always stop-go traffic. I love. You know what? I'm totally down with that. That's my kind of house. I could have that house. I could have that house. Oh, man. I was daydreaming. So speaking about Devonport, we said before that this kind of feels a little bit like a Devonport kind of place. Well, hang on. And let me show you the ways. No. Not that window. Have you auto-closed my other window? You have. Okay, good. So I found this house that has just had me all besmitten. Yeah. Check it. Check it. How weird is this, right? Look. So here's our view on this map. And... right? Uh-huh. And then this? Like it's... That's pretty similar, right? How fucking weird is that? This house, I was looking at this house last night, or yesterday, and it's like I stumbled across it, and am just besmitten by it. Like it is absolutely. I don't know why, but I somehow feel like this is the perfect house. The wooden walls and the A-frame and the big fucking bathtub, that's cool. And the spiral staircase to get up the stairs. And it's surrounded by trees. And it's just fucking beautiful. Oh man, it'd be so good. And we noticed though that spiral staircase would be an absolute bastard when you shoot face from vodka. Good thing I don't drink vodka then. It was also noticed too that this is a fixed wireless, like there's no fiber or anything coming up to this house, which is kind of shit. But I could pay to get one put in. But it doesn't matter because it's $500,000 and I don't have $500,000, so problem solved on that one. But yeah, like I'll build a house up here somewhere, and that'll be that house. Just so weird, such a weird like art imitating life kind of thing that happened. I don't know what. Or you could live off grid and start building your own bombs. Ah, see, now you're thinking. Now you're thinking. I would almost certainly grow my own weed. That's legal, right? It's legal in the States, so it must be legal here, surely. Let's get a little bit of work going on in here. Actually, let's go like that. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh. Yeah, now it's coming together. Ooh, feels good. Oh dear. Alright. And like that. And then... how about like this? And that. And then... Oh, yes, indeed. And we need some cross streets in here, or at the very least, some footpaths. No. Been there, done that. Maybe some... oh, no. Okay. So I can't really do pedestrian roads yet. Or paths. Or anything of that nature. I guess we're just going to have to pretend for now. Or I could put in, like, avenues. Like little streets. And I could, like, sort of go, like... like here. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm just worried about the block sizes through here. Yeah, I like that. Don't like that. I like that. That works. That's good. Yes. All right. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of thinking recently, hence the looking at houses in Devonport. So I had a chat with my boss the other day, because the company I work for is based in the UK. And, you know, in the past, I worked for a company where they... excuse me, I mean, thank you, it's cool, we've got some stuff, but I'm building pipes here. So in the past, I worked for a company that had an office in Sydney and Brisbane. And when I took the job with them, I moved to Brisbane because that's where they were looking for someone. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll move to Brisbane, no worries. So I moved to Brisbane and hated it. Straight up, like, I don't know, hate's a strong word. Hate's a strong word, and I don't like using strong words wherever possible. I disliked Brisbane. It just didn't feel good. It wasn't a pleasant place for me to live as a young man. It was just... it wasn't funky enough. It wasn't vibrant. Or at least so I thought, because the people that I was hanging out with weren't, you know, weren't kind of the sort of people that were into the same things that I was into, like going to funky bars and going out for nice coffee. Like, the coffee in Brisbane at the time was just shit. Even in Sydney, it was fairly poor. And that's why, you know, when I was there, I told my boss, man, I'm not enjoying Brisbane. I don't want to live here anymore. I want to move. And he's like, well, we're planning on opening a Melbourne office. Would you like to move to Melbourne? I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. No worries. And so I packed my shit, moved to Melbourne, and I fell in love with the town straight away. Because it's just such a wonderful place. And the coffee scene is super awesome. There's art galleries everywhere. There's shitloads of live music. Instead of huge, big pubs full of pokies, Melbourne's more a small bar kind of place with funky, crazy, weird bars behind bookshelves and up spiral staircases and hidden down alleyways completely unmarked, which is fun. And so living in Melbourne was great. And then the company I was working for said, hey, we're going to give you a promotion, but we need you to move to Sydney. And I deliberated on it for quite some time, and, you know, at that point in my life, I had gone through a bunch of shit, and it seemed like a good idea, and quite frankly, I now regret it, because Sydney's not really my kind of place. And so now I'm pondering, well, anyway, the other thing is I also then changed jobs. So I dumped that other company, which, you know, they were great people, but it was not exactly a good workplace environment. It was fairly toxic, and quite frankly, I didn't enjoy having to go to their shitty office here in Sydney every fucking day, because I'm accustomed to working from home. And I took this job with this new company, and they're based in the UK. And so, you work for Blizzard? Yeah, kinda. Yep. I mean, it's... Unfortunately, there are plenty of businesses that are kind of like that. Hold up. Let me just double check something. That's really loud, isn't it? Extremely loud. I'll stop doing that. Where was I? Yeah, so I started working for this UK company, and the difference is night and day. So the last place I worked at, Australian company, privately owned, although they had an equity injection, blah, blah, blah. But it was the real American kind of way of looking after your staff. Like, well, you know, we're all busy. What do you mean you're leaving at 5 p.m? Like, we've got shit to do. Like, it was one of those places where overworking yourself was seen as, oh, well, you're doing a good job. Like, as a point of pride if you were pulling 60 hours because you were, like, doing your thing for the company or some horse shit. And it was just an extremely unhealthy working environment. Taking leave was frowned upon. Everyone was always 120% loaded and expected to be doing, you know, more and more and more every year. And this new company that I've moved to are completely the opposite, and it's something that I'm finding difficult because it's something that I'm so unaccustomed to the point where my boss pulled me up and said, mate, you haven't taken any leave yet. Are you okay? Like, you should really be taking holidays here and there so that you don't burn out. I'm like, what do you mean? I've only been here for 6 months. And he's like, I don't care. Just book it in and go. Take a week off. Take a couple of days off. Do whatever you need to do. Take your leave. It's yours. I'm like, oh, okay. So I booked in and took a week off where I just played video games the whole fucking time. And it was great. And I spoke to him the other day, and he said, I said to my boss, look, you know, I'm not really vibing living in Sydney. And he said, yeah, you don't need to be in Sydney. That's just where you were when we hired you. But it's a remote role. You can be anywhere. Like, okay. So I started sort of pondering, right? Where would I live? Could move back to Melbourne. That could be fun. Or I could move anywhere in this, you know, in this time zone. I could move anywhere. I'm actually almost tossing up the idea of, well, why don't I go and live in Malaysia for a couple of years? That'd be fun. Get a little house in Kuching or Penang. But Devonport, it's where I'm originally from. Kind of made sense, and then I stumbled across that house and was, as I said, utterly besmitten, blown away by it, and just in love. And that's the story of how I found a house on a real estate website. The end. Story time with Astro. Anyway. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's so weird working for a company where they care for their staff and are flexible with their staff is it's weird that it's weird that that's the thing. And then paid for some mod. Something like that, yeah. Oh, man. Like, it shouldn't feel odd when a boss calls you up and says, mate, I think you should take some holidays. You've earned it. You've been working really hard. Wait, what? What? That should be normal. That should feel normal, but it really doesn't, and it's weird. Hey, let's get some medical clinics in here, huh? There's a space right there. Oh, look. No, why is it already occupied? No, that's the perfect spot. Okay, how about down here? Yeah. Bonk. Should probably have one up here as well, huh? How about if I plop it here, and then we can upgrade this just a little bit. Just a little bit. Most jobs feel like an abusive relationship. Yes. I totally agree. My last one definitely felt like an abusive relationship. Complete with gaslighting. It's bad, man. None of us should have to have that sort of shit going on. None of us should have to put up with that. But sadly, a lot of us do. And sadly, we don't realize until it's almost too late and we're kind of burned out. And that's what happened to me. Like, the level of burnout that I was under at the tail end of my last job was bad. Like, it took me quite some time to recover fully. Oh, hey, cool. Park areas, industry areas, landscaping, event policies, park policies, football. Level 2, unique buildings, fishing industry zones, parks and plazas. And all of this crap, Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's party time. Yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but it always makes me smile when I hear that one of my friends has moved from a non-supportive workplace to a supportive workplace. It makes me happy. Alright. That should take care of our crime situation. How are we doing down here? $16.79 dues per week, which is nice. We've got good growth coming along out here. And I think... What do I think? I think that I should have another half wedge of industrial along in this front section here. But we can come to that. Come to that later. I think we need to think about parks. Sooner rather than later. Now, what I could do... Hang on. Could I? I'd have to do a little bit of cheeky demolishing. But, hang on. Ooh, hello. Wait. That one. City Park. I want... Oh, no, that's right. You got to paint the park area. How long has it been since I've played this, huh? Paint park area. Here we go. I want to have a park that starts here, and then it runs all the way along the avenue. And then ideally, we want to connect it out there, and there, and probably there as well. Mulberry Hill. Lovely. Bouncy houses for everyone. I mean, look, it is definitely one of my favorite strategies. Let's go with a small park main gate. Here. Okay, now it's Oriental Hill. which is very irritating. But that's okay. We can just correct this. No, we can't. Cool. Fuck you, game. Why would you do that? We want to connect out there, and out there, and out there, and then fill this in crap. Alright, so long Mulberry Hill. Hello, Oriental Hill. Oh, no? Okay. We got it? We got it. Alright. Right, so, here we go. Now I want a small park side gate that I can squeezy peasy. No, it's going to destroy that house, isn't it? Let's destroy that one. And we'll have one here. And we'll have some paths. So we'll see if we can have this one just go straight. F that house? Yeah, fuck that guy in particular. Hang on a second. This, move down one notch. And then this path here can have this whole friggin' zone. Did I just... Nope, okay, they're fine. Ooh, it's a path. And then let's hook this chap there. This is a path. I like it. Now, let's see if we can squeeze in some accoutrements. So we're going to have this thing that can go like there. We're going to have a cafe. We're going to have a restrooms. And an info booth. And we'll squeeze this up here, because I don't want to demolish any houses. I know that it's not a thing that I really need to worry about. Like, I could just, you know, bulldoze the whole fucking town, but I don't know. Sometimes I like to be a little bit more accurate, realistic. And should I make this park free? I have to walk 30 miles after entering the park zone to find information about it. Yeah, that sounds about right, huh? Okay, I can put another one down here. Yeah, squeeze it in here. It would mean demolishing a tree. Look at this cute little house. Oh, he's so lovely. When you consider the size of that door, though, it's not really a large house, is it? Bit of a shoebox. Make them pay to assist the city funds? Agreed. Agreed. Okay, so there is park number 1. Let's see what that do. And it's providing a good little bloom for all of these people along here. Not huge, mind. Not massive. But it's enough. I'm just gonna turn my computer volume down a little bit. There we go. So, where else can we park it up? So what we could do is... I'm going to use tree-type parks. And we're going to have one at the end of this road. Should help those people out. I want to have a large playground, and we're going to have that. Oh, look, this is... Yeah. Good. And that did a little bit. A little bit. We've got to have at least one bouncy house. That did a little bit as well. Okay, no, that's doing well. And then maybe... Where can we squeeze another one in? Down here. Let's go with... a motherfucking b-ball court. Yeah. Look at that. The fact that it's ringed with trees kind of makes it work nicely, like it fits in. It's a huge area for a small boy bouncer. I know, right? It's cute, though. With the little... Are they mouse heads? No, they're elephants. And a little climbing framey thing. It's cute. I like it. If only I could put a cafe next to it. Actually, can I? This is something I don't think I've actually tried before. You could just do that. Cool. I don't think it's actually operating. I mean, it says it's operating normally, but I don't see any people coming in there. I wonder if that's because it needs to be, it actually needs to be connected to the park itself. Let's keep an eye on it and see what it do. Because if this does start getting people coming to it, then it's going to contribute... No, it won't contribute to the park. Do I need to Cafe Del Bounce? I'm going with that. Hang on. Wait. Del Bounce. Bouncy. Le Bounce. Let's keep our eyes peeled on that. I might need to put another... Like... Did I... Bouncy? Bouncy. Oh, wait. I saw someone go in. Did I see someone go in? Am I tripping? I'm tripping. Okay. I don't think that cafe works. I think it actually needs to be connected to a park. But you know what? There's no reason why we couldn't draw a park section in there. Janitor... Is there a meme that... Oh, yeah, no, we're definitely getting visitors. Cool. Okay. What we could do is we could have another little parky park here. In this, like, this whole section. Where we can just do, like... I have a small main gate somewhere. And then I guess I do like a straight road to here and to there, where we can have a side gate. Sure. And then have some toilettes and I guess an info booth. Sure, why not? Question mark. No harm in it. It's just a little, yeah, just a little park. And you can come straight to the Cafe Del Bouncy and have a coffee. So when your kids are doing their playtimes, Tony Campbell, who's a guard at the box factory, he can come over here and get a coffee, have his little takeaway cup, and come and sit out here and watch his child do their child things. And then when he does need to pee, he actually has to go through the main gate so that he can get to the toilets, and it's going to be $20 to get to the toilets. That seems... No, let's not. $10. $10 to take a crap after drinking coffee at my park. That seems fair. And there he goes. He just went in then. So there you go. This is my first $10 poo. We're going to tell them all that that $10 per poo is going to be used to pay for the sewage system of the town. Of course, the sewage system of this town is being taken care of by someone outside of the town. We've rorted the system so that we don't need to pay for that. So yeah, more profit is better. Like, yeah, legit. I think we're doing well. Legit capitalism, absolutely. Do you know what I also want to do? Is I want to change this road out using the road tool. That'd be great. And okay, not yet. 4,400 people before we can get our boardwalk, which is what I want along this section here. I want this to be, yes, pretty. Flushing body parts down Donny's sunny. What? Really? Have you been researching? Oh dear. Look facts. It's happened in the UK, US, and China. Fuck me. I mean, it's a logical thing, right? How do I dispose of this shit that I don't want? Shit. Oh, I know. I mean, I have been known to dispose of leftover food in the toilet. I have done in the past. I wouldn't do it now, but, you know, like a stew or a chili, particularly. Instead of putting it in the bin where it goes into landfill. And use his teeth as a necklace. Her teeth as a necklace. Jesus Christ. I mean, I suppose hats off to that guy. If you're going to be a psychopathic murderer, then I guess may as well go whole hog. Let's have a road that comes up like this. And then we're going to turn it. And then we're going to connect it on there. Lovely. Is that traffic lights? It is. Do we want traffic lights here? And are there traffic lights here? And do we want traffic lights there? I'm not sure. I'm undecided. Probably not. This one does too. You know what? I'm going to leave it for the time being. If the traffic lights start to cause traffic problems, then we'll look at alternative systems. But quite frankly, right now, I don't think there's a huge reason for us to be, you know, crazy with our traffic management because it's such a tiny little hamlet that it kind of feels pointless to get a bit, you know. Oh. What is going on? Yes, that's something we can do.